So I saw this video just the other day, and I thought, man, I really just have to, give it a review, and give Matt, I Can Science That, a fantastic review because I was laughing so hard when I was watching this. He has just like I was wondering which direction this so-called ether wind is supposed to flow. I hadn't really asked anyone yet, but I wanted to find out anyway. And when I saw this, I had to laugh because if you have a look at it, right, so this ether wind is according to this diagram, is spinning around towards the west, which if you can see it with clear eyes and not be completely deluded, you can basically see that this ether wind is doing exactly what the rotation of the globe is doing. That's all it is. It's people can't see it. It's just ridiculous. It's doing this. It's reenacting the rotation of the globe. Fuck, so stupid. And I mean, I can sign and say he did an absolutely great job keeping a straight face and just showing this entire thing in action. Because it is just, he's basically just reenacted the globe and he's presenting it as some sort of pretend ether. And both of these guys are just soaking it all up. They're just like, wow, this is the best thing ever. Wow, fantastic. And he even flipped it into a globe model here, right? And so, as you can see here, he's showing those exact same arrows spinning with with the correct axial tilt, depending on which latitude or longitude they're actually out. So as you can see, most of those spinning, what look like life rings, are just spinning the same way the axial tilt is spinning, and they're just soaking it right up. But effectively, this is pretty much just looking at the way a globe models works. To think these guys can believe that the ether is, not only is it twisting, mechanical gyros where there's a spinning weight inside, but it's also affecting lasers, which are going through a mirror and splitting into two, and then bouncing around a whole bunch of other mirrors and meeting back at a receiver. And this sorts of stuff, I'm assuming, is what's spinning certain tropical winds for cyclones, typhoons, and hurricanes. This ether is the magic pill for solving all flat Earth problems that they can't explain out from the globe. So, if this is the direction they believe it is, they're just making up fanciful bullshit stories to cover what the globe does. Now, what I wanted to end it with was an absolutely hilarious scene where Matt has basically set this up so that it can go from globe to flat Earth. And when you can actually set up this globe to flat Earth, he's basically spoon feeding straight to these guys' faces the fact that our globe is basically just the flat Earth, just outlaid and squished into a pancake. And yet these guys, all of flat earthers, seem to continuously re-show us the AE map, or I can't remember the name, but but basically this flat Earth map that the UN uses. They basically have taken this as their own, even though it basically is the globe model, just flattened out like a pancake. And this expression right here is at 14 minutes 40ish, and it basically just outlays it perfectly. That that it is basically just the globe flattened out. Now I'm going to turn the volume on so you can actually hear the oohs and the wows from these guys, because you've got to see it to believe it. And I'll send a link in the comments so that everyone can come back and watch it themselves and laugh at how absurd the whole thing is. So enjoy this last little scene.
Well, I mean, the levels, yeah, we don't need to go into the weeds on that. I don't want to. Yeah, we don't have to get into the weeds, particularly if you want to contradict it. I'm happy to look at any contradictory evidence. We just don't have any at the moment. So we needed something to go with. And this is consistent. We've agreed at least for, Bob Nodell's and the three versions that
Cool.
that Alan found. Okay, and let me hit this little slider and show you what I love about this little sim is that poink,
Oh, dude, that's nuts. I love
That's
it.
sweet.
is we could take it and we can just unroll it and make it flat and look at what those rotations look like. Those same measurements would look like on a flat plane. And here they are. And we can see this is, like Bob Nodell's finding his 15, but it's not parallel to the surface and it's not perpendicular to the surface.
So good. It's just bloody hilarious. Now, there was one other one just, I think, right before this exits. So let me have a look at here.
Cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. This is a cool
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
it
it's
is,
really
man.
cool.
And thank
It's really
you for
cool.
making that.
Yeah, it's really awesome.